On the last greatest day of the feast, Jesus stood and said in a loud voice, "If anyone is thirsty, let him come to me and drink. Whoever believes in me, as the scripture has said, streams of living water will flow from within him." Who has heard of Operation Well Worth It? Just a show of hands. Ooh, that's good. Operation Well Worth It started right here. And it goes back to a year and a half ago when the Lawsons, Dan and Kathy, they're sitting over there somewhere. Wave your hands in the very back. And Martha and I met our dear friend Ann Okilo. And Ann is right back there. Just stand up, Ann, so anybody that hadn't met you. Ann actually has more friends here now than I do, so she's much more popular. But in getting to know Ann and learning about her childhood back in the village of Ngiro, Kenya, we came to learn what life was like. And she would get up early in the morning and walk 4 miles to the water source, and they would get the water and they would carry it as children 4 miles. And I've got a little Coke bottle here, but they would use 5-gallon jugs. And the children would carry the water back to their homes for the daily use. And then they would go to school. Now, how many of you go outside your home to get your water? No hands. Well, coming to know this fact, we woke up one day and realized we were on a journey. And this journey, we're not sure when it started, but we became convicted with the notion that we could do something about the conditions in her home village. And to use a metaphor, we realized this journey had us on a bus, but we weren't driving. Truly, in story after story, which my 5 minutes won't allow me to tell this morning, about how God has been leading this journey to bring the message of the living waters to Ann's home village. And the vehicle that we're using is to bring clean, fresh water delivered from a well and purified through a rather innovative purification system to the 3,000 people that live in her village. And this is a journey that we're just relishing. We expect to actually conduct the work hopefully by October and consummate it with a visit ourselves. And I guess the only people that have really said right now that we're going are Dan and me and Ann. There are others who've expressed an interest, but I won't put them on the spot yet. The project is expensive because her village is remote and it has no electricity. So it entails not only a well, which is a small portion of the total expense, but it involves a solar-driven pump to bring the water out of the well, and again a large filtration system which will filter enough water on a daily basis to serve the 3,000 people that live there. We've already conducted the hydrology studies, and we're confident of where the water is, and we've received the approval to locate the well on the school property. Now, if you think about what Ann had to do, she would walk 4 miles, get water, take it 4 miles back to her home, then go to school. Now the well and the water source will be on the school property, and perhaps after school each day the children can take the water home in the normal course of leaving school. So a tremendous change in lifestyle for this village, and it will have an incredible impact not only on the health but on the ability of the children, and the girls disproportionately are burdened with this fetching water task. And because of that, there's a disproportionate number of young girls who drop out of school, do not pursue their education, and as you can understand, perpetuates the cycle of no education and poor health. There are lots of great little stories that I'd love to tell if I had 7 minutes instead of 5. But the first money, the total cost of our project is $35,000. I think I failed to mention that. And we're in the midst of our fundraising effort. We're over halfway there. There are many stories of sacrificial giving which just will move your heart. One in particular, actually the first $2 donated to this project came from a 7-year-old. One of Dan's colleagues went home and told the story about how somebody that he works with is working on a well to bring fresh water to a village in Africa. And this young 7-year-old went to her piggy bank, pulled out $2, gave it to her daddy, and said, "I want to be part of this." And with that, there was no turning back. We had to keep going. So,
That's precious.
Another person I want to recognize, without embarrassing her, is Cindy Speaker. Cindy said, "Gee, I'd like to be part of this, and can I lend my skills?" And I had no idea when she said her skills how incredible that is that she can do. Cindy prepared a video for us. If I had 25 minutes, I would share it with you, but maybe another day. She prepared a video which we've been using as a tool to share the story. It's incredible. It's on YouTube, and there's a handout on your table which gives you the address so that you can see it yourself. It's been very warmly received. Anne has received comments from Japan, from Brazil, from Nairobi. The University of Nairobi picked up her story, which is the college she got her undergraduate degree from. People from all over the world that she knows have been calling her saying, "Is this you?" And it is, Anne. And we're excited about that. It just warms our heart as things, positive things happen in her life. And as I said, she has more friends at Calvary Fellowship now than I do, so that just warms my heart too. Two things, or a couple of things for this morning I would ask of you. We're doing a newsletter to keep people apprised and hopefully encourage you to stay involved in our project. So an email address would allow us to send you a newsletter to keep you updated. So I put up an email sign-up list on the tables. I don't think there are any in the back, but if you could write your name and email address down, we would send you a newsletter. We certainly need prayer support, and we just can feel God working on this project all along the way. Satan jumped in at one point and tried to trip us up, and we were thankfully recognized that and got him out of the way. So off we continued, and of course we need your consideration of financial support if you're so moved. CFC's Mission Committee has, I don't think endorsed is the right word, but have agreed to act as the recipient of checks and donations so that we can make it easy on you if you are a regular giver. That would be included on your regular giving tabulation. And if you give a check to CFC, that would be acknowledged in due course. It needs to say very clearly in the memo line for the Kenya project so that it does not get commingled with the operations budgets. And John Keeney warned us not to put it in the offering plate because it may not be seen in the process of doing the weekly tabulation. So if you are so moved and can give it to me, I would appreciate it. I think that's all I had to say. Can I answer any question? Y'all are great. I'm just so, I have raised money for American Heart, Diabetes Association, and United Way, and I tell you, that just doesn't compare to what how it humbles me when some of you hand me a check for this effort. So I'm just thankful for the opportunity to share Thankful for all the support that I've already seen, and we're on our journey. Join in with us. Thank you.